Hey everyone, welcome back to another tea video. Today I'm bringing you another Crimson Lotus tea. This one is Love Potion. This is actually my second time recording this video. I had actually already uploaded it and was ready to make it public, and for whatever reason, all the audio after like the first minute is just gone. And unfortunately, my backup erased, so yeah, unfortunate events. But luckily, I still have some of the tea left. I very much did like it, so I don't mind drinking it again. And actually, I'll probably have another cake or two on the way here soon. But this is 2021 Love Potion. Here are the leaves for you, just so you can get a little visual of what it looks like. Definitely got a little age on it. Not a ton yet, but definitely getting there. For me, I think this is about the ideal spot for a aged raw pu'er. I don't like them personally. So far, I've realized I don't like them too old. I don't like a lot of that funk they get. Some may be more into that. I'm not too into that. I think under 7 years is preferable for me. Maybe like over a year old, but under 7 I think is the sweet spot for my taste. Maybe around 3 or 4. But I don't know. Maybe I haven't had a proper dry aged one that is reasonably old, because they seem to get quite a funk on them that I'm not too into for a raw pour. But pulling it up on the website here, it is $59.99 for a cake, or you can get a sample like I have here, which is 20 grams for $7.99. And then they do have U.S. inventory in Seattle, and they don't have samples in the Seattle inventory, but they do have cakes, and I believe it's going for about $62.99. So then you'll get it a lot faster, and you won't. I guess tariffs are already passed on it, and taxes and everything, so you're good to go. I'm gonna read off this really weird descriptor they have going, and then I'll be steeping it according to their instructions. All right, you'll fall in love. You can't help it. No one can resist the mythical seductress charms of Hui Jing, shape-shifting nine-tailed fox mistress of Chinese legend. Will have her way with you. You will be tempted by her siren call and enchanting gauge. Satiate your deep desire and sit down for a session with this foxy fox. She lounges in front of you. Heat with the brew vessel warms the leaves, revealing a central aroma of freshly cut citrus mixed with gunpowder in the rain. Okay, so we're expecting citrus, maybe the smell of rain and gunpowder. Are the fireworks outside, or are they here? The aromas pull you into a herbal sphere that is fresh, bright, lively, and vibrant. Okay, so it's herbal, fresh, bright, lively, and vibrant. She catches your eye and slowly glances down. You follow her gaze, and there is a cup in your hand. Your heart rate increases. A cup comes to your mouth. The first sip slows down your throat as the easy spring brook. You focus on the tea and can still feel it. It hangs in your throat like a peach candy chandelier. She smiles and says, "We're ready to get started. When's the session end? How long have you been here? Where did she go? And when will she be back?" Okay, so what I'm getting from that is it has a Hui Gan and peachy undertones in the back of the throat. Easy drinking, so not too astringent or bitter. And then that last thing, when does the session end? How long have we been here? I assume it's a very long-lasting tea. Citrus, gunpowder, and rain, kind of like fireworks. Herbal, fresh, bright, lively. Okay, so those are basically the tasting notes and a really long story. Yeah, it sounds interesting for sure. So I will be brewing according to the brewing instructions. So 5 to 10 grams of leaves. At or near boiling. Rinse once for a few seconds. Quick steeps under 10 seconds. So pretty simple. All right. Here's that wash. 212 Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Celsius, so full boiling water. And we'll do that wash just as quick as possible. I didn't mention smell. There isn't a whole lot of dry smell on this one. However, if I recall, there's pretty good wet smell. You might get a lot more dry smell if you get a full cake. This little sample just seemingly didn't have a lot. None of my little samples from Crimson Lotus really smelled too strongly straight away. I don't know if I let them sit too long. I did have them in their plastic packaging, so they weren't just sitting in the open, but they're in these little paper packages, so maybe that's just not conducive to keeping a strong smell. But wet smell, I can already smell it. It smells really good. You know, gunpowder or firework is pretty apt. It doesn't have that it doesn't have those sulfury vibes to it that, you know, you wouldn't really want to smell with tea. But gunpowder often smells kind of sulfury, but it does smell, I don't know, kind of that. Also, gunpowder has like that kind of burning, minerally, like sting to your nose kind of smell, almost like a spice to it. I'm definitely experiencing that. That, and then they mentioned like rain, like, you know, before it rains you get that smell on like concrete or something. It kind of has that vibe to it. But then there's also some kind of fruit in there, almost a candy fruit. It's like a sweetness. What'd they mention? Peach candy. So yeah, I think that's pretty apt as well. It's because it's not like quite fresh fruit. It's more candy, sugary, sweet vibes to it in the smell. Very nice smell on this tea for sure. Here's that wash for you. Nice deep orange color already, just on the wash. All right, we're going to do that first steep. We'll do it at 212 Fahrenheit still, 100 degrees Celsius. So boiling water once again. And we'll go around 10 seconds this time. This tea I did put in this time was still like slightly caked, so it still does have to open up as well. The wash didn't quite open it. That's probably long enough. There's a real beautiful color on this tea for sure. And it smells fantastic. I'm actually a very big fan of the smell of this one. It's like a nice deep orange. Beautiful color. A couple little specks made it through, but overall it looks real good. Not muddy. Doesn't look cloudy either. Alright, I'm going to taste this first steep. Really fantastic. Nice full body. Hold up, let me have a little more. Yeah, nice full body, and there's a good amount of minerality and a bit of sweetness and like fruitiness in there. And it's hard to describe, but there is something firework or gunpowder related flavor-wise in there. I don't know what it is, but I'm definitely getting it. I know what they're saying. If you've ever lit off a bunch of fireworks and that smell's lingering in the air, or been to the firing range and some of that smoke's rolling through, like, it kind of reminds me of that. It's nice. It's interesting for sure. And then it has that fruitiness and a little bit of sweetness at the end. Really, would they say bright, lively, fresh, and vibrant? Sure, I'll go with those. Really nice tea overall. I'm actually a big fan of this one, and it's definitely going on the favorites list. I already ordered 2 more cakes of it on top of this sample. So, personally, it suits my taste. It's definitely a little bit different for a raw pu'er, in my opinion. I don't think it's super herbal. It's definitely got a minerality to it. It's got a good sweetness at the back of the tongue and a nice fruitiness that's balancing it out. And then it has that gunpowder firework kind of thing going for it. And then they mentioned gunpowder in the rain. So yeah, I get kind of the minerality mixing with like the rain, you know, the smell when it on concrete when it rains. It's kind of around that vibe, and then it's got a pretty nice full body. It's moderate at least. It's not like the thickest I've had, but it's definitely there. It's definitely very mouth coating. But all in all, I like this tea a lot. That's I think all I got though for my flavor notes. So leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more tea content, and leave a comment. Thanks for watching. See ya.